I believe that Kadena's native cryptocurrency called KDA, it's a sleeping giant. Now, why is that, right? It's because I do think that KDA, during the peak of this bull run, could hypothetically go to the price of $25. And of course, this isn't financial advice, nor a guarantee. But here's the thing. Some people, as of right now, they may have a hard time believing this because they're seeing KDA as of right now below 60 cents in price. They're panicking. They're saying, oh, wow, not too long ago, KDA, it was having an amazing ride. Now it's a pullback. Oh my goodness, they're saying all this type of nonsense. Karayo poha. But here's the thing. I think people are often forgetting the fact that not too long ago, KDA, it was sitting at around 40 cents in price. It nearly went to the price of $2. And yes, of course, now a pullback, but I actually predicted that. And at that time, right, when KDA was nearly at the price of $2, everyone was saying, wow, I can't believe we missed out on KDA. They were complaining all this type of nonsense. And now KDA, the price is going down, but it's a different type of complaining. They're saying, oh yeah, KDA is going to go to zero. These are the same type of people who are complaining that they missed out on the mini pump, I would like to call, for KDA. Now they're saying that, oh wow, we can't believe that KDA is at a lower price. We don't want it anymore. But this makes no sense to me because personally, this is the way I view it, right? If I love KDA at the price of over $1, I'll love it even more as of right now. And now, of course, right? I'm not saying that I'm going to dump all in when it comes to the KDA. That's not the case whatsoever. What I do is I dollar cost average. So I was accumulating KDA when it was at around 40 cents in price. And then I was also accumulating KDA when it was above $1 in price as well. So I've just been constantly accumulating more and more. So I'm not dumping all in. The people who dump all in at the price of over $1, they're now complaining, right? Some of them. But personally for me, that's not my strategy. So I never dump all in. I just keep accumulating anytime I earn income and I'm just holding. And I'm just waiting for the peak of the bull run. That's it. Now, keep in mind, right, KDA at the price of $25, people may have a hard time believing that, but it's actually not that unrealistic. Keep in mind, if KDA were to go to the price of $25, considering its current circulating supply, at that point, the market cap would be around $7 billion. I mean, this isn't unrealistic. Keep in mind, right, we've seen some caca nonsense like Dogecoin go to around $88 billion in market cap. Is a $7 billion market cap in the grand scheme of things too much to ask for? I don't think so. Even Dogecoin as of right now, market cap is over $15 billion. I mean, just imagine that. A $7 billion market cap isn't insane, especially when I consider just how amazing Kadena is as a layer one blockchain. Especially when you take a look at the leadership, right? You take a look at a lot of other projects out there. Yeah, sure, they see the technology is good, but the leadership, it looks completely caca. The team just looks completely embarrassing. But when it comes to Kadena, that's not the case. You take a look at their team, right? For instance, their founders, two individuals by the name of Will Martino and Stuart Popejoy. They both actually, at one point, right, helped develop, JP Morgan's first ever blockchain, otherwise now known as, the JPM coin. So I think that's insane. And not to mention, they have the co-inventor of blockchain as part of their advisory team. And yeah, I'm not joking. You can actually search this up because you take a look at Dr. Stuart Haber. They're part of Kadena's advisory team. And again, he's no random Joe Schmo from Chipotle or something like that because, again, he's the co-inventor of blockchain. I mean, isn't this crazy? They have the co-inventor of blockchain again as part of their team. Do you think this guy, right, would associate himself with a random nonsense caca project? Absolutely not. Kadena, it's amazing in my opinion. And keep in mind, when it comes to Kadena, it's not like it's doing so bad. You take a look at how there's over 8 major partnerships, and also there's over 50 projects on its ecosystem. So when people say, wow, it's doing so bad, it's disappearing off into the abyss, all this type of nonsense, I completely disagree. I think it's actually doing very well. And I think that it's just going to continue to grow from here on out. Yeah, sure, the ecosystem, it's not as great as something like a Solana, like an Avalanche, like an Ethereum. But isn't that the beauty of it, right? You got to think about this. My goal is to enter into something which hasn't really developed yet. If I'm FOMOing into something like Ethereum, this makes no sense. The time for me to get into Ethereum, in my opinion, was years ago, before it pumped, right? Not right now. At least that's the way I view it. I'm looking for the next Ethereum, so to speak. Now, I don't think that Kadena is going to outgrow Ethereum in the future. I don't think so. But you get what I mean, right? In a sense that I'm looking for the next big thing. And I do believe that's Kadena. I think it's one of the best layer one blockchains out there. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And also on top of that, it hasn't really had, that massive growth and adoption yet. So I think that right there is the beauty about Kadena's native cryptocurrency called KDA. And keep in mind, we're nowhere near the peak of the bull run. Yes, Bitcoin is having a pullback, but Bitcoin hasn't reached the price of $100,000 yet. Let's say it goes beyond that to $150,000. the altcoin season is going to look very different. Yes, in the short term, a lot of people, they're angry, they're agitated, but I think in the future it could look very different. At least that's the way I view it. So I'm going to continue to stay patient because historically speaking, the peak of altcoins does happen anywhere between 6 to 18 months after a Bitcoin halving event. The Bitcoin halving event happened back in April. So 6 months is October this year. 18 months is October next year. That's still some time. When people are complaining, wow, the bull run's over, I completely disagree. Even if we take a look back in history, we're nowhere near the peak of the bull run yet, right? So when I take that into consideration, why would I give up on KDA as of right now? Makes no sense. I feel like we're somewhat nearing the finish line, at least, in my opinion, because again, right, 6 to 18 months after April doesn't seem so bad. I've been, waiting for cryptocurrencies for a while now. I'm not going to quit right now. That's just the way I view it. I'm extremely excited for Kadena and KDA at the price of $25. Wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. I think it's that fantastic during the peak of this bull run, of course. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. And also on top of that, make sure to check out this very interesting video. I think you all would really love it. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.